pretty people. All the pretty people say, hey, Jerusha, hashtag pretty people. If you are a pretty person, hashtag pretty people. It's 1:30, well, 1:35. A quick lunch and learn. And so I decided to show up because we have our, guess what? I have your training tonight, as promised, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. in my private group, business tips, motivation, and inspiration. If you're not in that Facebook group, you better get in the group. Tonight, I'm going to be training on follow-up, and more follow-up. So you don't want to miss the training, because if you're taking, hello, gorgeous, love the hearts. So please heart me up, tap the screen if you're on Instagram or TikTok. Tap to the tap. All the hearts come up. Then I feel so loved. Yes, isn't it amazing? Hi, gorgeous. Yes, so all the pretty people say, hey, Jerusha, let me know you're in the building. Hashtag the pretty people. You are a pretty person because we crown our queens over here. We crown people over here in this business group. And so we crown our peoples. We celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. So I'm excited to have you a part of the pretty people. So yes, hashtag pretty people. Hello, pretty people. Make sure you hashtag the pretty people. You are a part of my pretty people community. Yes, let me hashtag pretty people. Hashtag pretty people. Let's go, pretty people. Let's go. If you are not in my business group, I have a free, I can't say that word, training tonight just for those that want to learn to follow up. Because if you're taking the 3-day ride, my signature business course, June 14th, 15th, and 16th is going down. It's going down. If you have not taken the rides, listen, you're going to have unlimited leads. You're going to need to know how to follow up. So I am training on how to follow up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you get the time zones right. All you need to do is be a part of my group. And guess what? How you do that? Go over to Facebook, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration Group. It is my business group for those that want to start a business, or those of you that currently have a business and you want more business tips. You want tools. You want to know how to automate your business. You want scripts. You want what to post, when to post. You want all the things. Then you want to be a part of the group. So the name of the group is Business Tips, Motivation, is Inspiration. So yes. So I will see your beautiful faces tonight at 8 p.m. for that follow-up training. Yes, a follow-up is going to be tonight. And I'll share with you some of what to expect. Okay, yes. So if you're in a different time zone, then whatever time zone that is, make sure you are there. Yes, hello, gorgeous. Karen is in the building. Let me know you're in the building. Hashtag pretty people, so you can let me know you're in the building. I actually speak back. If you are a newbie to me, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie to Rachel. That means you're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me, so I get to be like, hey, newbie. So I will speak to my newbies. And then, of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. But more importantly, if you tag and share. So I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. So I'm going to ask you to tag 2 people. Tag 2 people. Make sure you follow, obviously. And you tag or share with somebody. Do it today. Do it today. Do it today. Go ahead and tag 2 people, because I don't want to be the best kept secret. I just want to make sure that you get all of this goodness. You get all the goodness. Yes. So when I show up live, I'm going to bring the heat. Yes, Linda's in the building. She's a newbie to me. Oh, okay. Miss King is in the building. Yes. Machetta Bosch is in the building. Hashtag the pretty people. Hello, pretty people. I love the pretty people. Yes, the pretty people. So you guys are the pretty people. You became the pretty people because you kept showing up. I was showing up, then you were showing up, and I was like, these are the pretty people. And so, yes, so now we have a whole brand of the pretty people. We got the pretty people tees. Like, I'm super excited for the pretty people. And so tonight, don't miss it. It's in my private group, Business Tips, Motivation, Inspiration, for all of you that want to start a business. You want to learn how to follow up. Those of you that currently have a business, you need to learn how to follow up. And if you're taking the 3-day ride, you need follow up, because you're going to have unlimited leads. And we'll talk about that. If you're not registered yet for the 3-day ride, you need to be registered for the 3-day ride. So I'm Jerusha Wiggins, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help people start a business in my personal organization. I am currently developing 100 new online leaders like myself, those people that want to build a business like I have done. And I am excited for the 100s. If you want to learn more about the 100s, put 100s in the chat so we can get you educated about the 100s, so we can see if it's a fit for you, if it's a fit for me. So 100s, 100. Yes, I'm looking for those women that are hungry, they're ready, they're determined, they want to climb the hill, they understand there's going to be adversity, they don't care, they want it so bad, they'll do anything. You are my people. So put 100s in the chat. And then I also help all of you. I don't actually care what type of business you have. I don't care what you sell. I don't care. I just want to help as many people as possible because I know what it's like not to have the help. I'm trying to tell you. And so I decided I'm going to show up. I'm going to share what I know for sure. My hope is to shorten your learning curve. So if you want to start a business, this is the page for you. If you currently have a business, this is the page for you. I help you build your business online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, hashtag a double threat. So let's talk about tonight. Tonight's follow-up is at 8 p.m. in my private group, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. I know I said it like 50 times. And so we'll put it in the chat afterwards. But all you got to do is go to the link in the bio. Go to my link in the bio. I only have one link. It's my link tree. It's my link tree. You'll be able to find everything that I offer in my link tree. Yes. And you must answer the questions because there are to get in the group because myself and my assistant will be letting everybody in the group that want to get in the group. You need to answer the questions to get in the group. So don't skip over the entry questions to get in the group. Like just follow instructions. A part of, in my opinion, why people aren't successful, they're not trainable and coachable. True story. Most people are not trainable and coachable. They do half of what you tell them to do, and then they say it didn't work. So what I want you to do is I want you to really start being trainable and coachable. You got to want to learn, even if you don't feel like it, even if it doesn't, feel good to you to do it anyway. You can't do something your mentor, your business coach, your upline, your life coach told you to do, and then you say it didn't work. You didn't do it. And so I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen is most people do just enough to get frustrated, but never enough to see results. And so that's a part of the problem. Yes. And so if you are not friends with me, you might get a message in Messenger telling you to answer the entry questions so you can get in the group. So you need to check your other folder, that Messenger spam folder. You need to check that folder so that you can make sure that you're answering because most people don't even check it. So I'm telling you guys to get in the habit of checking that Messenger request folder over there. And so you'll see who's trying to send you a message. Yes or yes. Does this make sense? Now, so let's talk about this follow-up. We're going to get into details tonight about follow-up, but let me just tell you, follow-up is essential to your business. Okay. And so please do that. Do this for me. If you're talking to people about your opportunity, you're talking to them about your product, you're talking to them about your opportunity, you have to follow up. Just because they don't answer right now, it doesn't mean they won't answer. It doesn't mean that they're not interested. Okay. They might not be interested today, but you got to have a system to follow up. Okay. You have to have a system. Follow up is essential to the growth of your business. There are follow-up sequences. Depending on what type of business you are in, you have to have a follow-up sequence. Okay. And I created a follow-up ebook. And so I was just like, it's too many people letting people fall through the cracks. Most of your money comes from the follow-up. Most people don't buy on the initial meat, right, of your product. They might have to see it. They want to see testimonials. They want to try it. And so you have to follow up. So a sequence is an example of, say, I met you today. And so I follow up with you. You didn't purchase or you didn't get started or whatever. You didn't start the services that I offer. And say I follow up with you in 2 days. And then, with a text or email or a phone call, if you're still calling people. Then I follow up with you in 4 days with the text or email or phone call. And then you're going to be spread out each time. Now it's 14 days out. So it's not back to back 5 times a day. You have to have a follow-up sequence, 2 days, 4 days, 14 days, whatever yours is. I don't know what yours is. I have my follow-up sequence in my follow-up ebook. So whatever your follow-up sequence is, you can just make it up, whatever is going to work for you, or you can Google it, or you can get the follow-up ebook. Either way, doesn't matter. So this is when you need an app. Let me tell you what I know for sure. If you have 30, 50, 75 customers, you're not going to be able to follow up effectively if you're physically, manually doing it yourself. This is where you need an app to help you, right? You want to use a tool. Use a tool. Don't be a fool. So you're not going to be able to follow up by yourself. So we certainly recommend that you use all of these apps that are available for you, because once, if you have 5 customers, you can follow up with 5. I think you can text 5 people. But if you have 50, 100, 200, 300, 600, 800, 1,000, there's no way up with the sequence, right? So that means you would need to use an app. If this helpful, write helpful in the chat. If you already like, I didn't even know, I was trying to follow up with everybody. No, ma'am. We're using apps and tools, and we're automating our business. We're actually not physically calling anybody, okay? So a texting app, there are plenty of texting apps. So the ones that I know about, the ones that I have used, write this down. A pretty person is putting this in the chat. A texting app could be Scipio, write that down. A texting app could be group texting, write that down. A texting app is Project Broadcast, write that down. A texting app is Slick Text, write that down. A texting app is Easy Text. So those are 5 different ones that I know about, that I, in my circle, I've used, and people that I work with have used. You can use any one. Don't get caught up in that. Just use any of them. And so when you set up your keywords and you allow the tool to do the work for you, because once I follow up, maybe the second call or the 4th, then you go in a sequence. So I'm actually not doing the texting. I'm actually not doing the emailing. It's automated, right? So that comes from you, taking the time to learn how to automate your business. You got to learn how to do those things so you don't physically get worn out with your business. And it's not fun. Follow-up is not that fun to me. That's the one thing I don't like. I like meeting people. I like the initial meet. And then the follow-up is not my best friend. I do it because it's a part of what I need to do. And that's where the money is, right? Is in the follow-up. But it's not one of the things that I love. I think people think you love every aspect. I don't love the follow-up. I like the initial. I like the excitement of the initial. After that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to put this person in an app, okay? So you'll set that up, use a tool, don't be a fool, automate your business as much as possible. So the follow-up, so there are 2 different things, okay? There are phases of follow-up. And I'm gonna give you follow-up examples tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time in my group Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. I'm gonna give you reasons to follow up tonight in that group. But there are phases of follow-up. Did you know there are different phases to follow-up? Did you know this? Yes or yes? So there are times when you are in pursuit, right? So that means you are actively following up. So today I'm like actively following up with someone that I talked to 2 days ago, right? And then there are other times where you're just touching base. That person was not interested at that time. So there are other times that you're touching base. You're touching base with those people who don't, they don't buy right off. They didn't join right away, but they have expressed interest. So if I've spoken to you 3 months ago, you were interested, you said, get back in touch with me or whatever. I'm not, ready right now. I have COVID. Call me back. That's touching base with that person to see if they're about ready. Okay. So they're actively following up. That's in pursuit right now. And then you have where you're touching base with those people because they were interested, but there was a situation. Make sense? Now, if you follow any of the top producers in any network marketing and direct sales company in particular, you have reasons to follow up with people, right? So any success update or testimonials will be a great thing to share, with your potential prospects. So that would be also falling in the category of that person wasn't ready. And so you're touching base with that person. So someone says, I'm not ready today. I don't have the money today. Call me back. Or, I'm open to you following up later. That person, okay, you want to touch base with that person periodically. And so how you touch base with that person, you always send like a deflection message. So you're following up with the testimonial. You're following up with the success story. You're following up. So you're not asking the person, are you ready to buy? Are you ready to buy? Are you ready to sign up? You're ready to buy the house? You're in real estate. Oh, you're ready to buy the house. You're ready to sell your house. Okay. You're in insurance. You ready to get your insurance? You're ready to get your insurance. Oh, the candles. You ready to buy your candles so your house smells good? Like, that's not what you're asking when you follow up. Okay. You are doing a deflection, which means you are keeping in touch with those people. What happens is when you don't put them in a sequence or in the texting app, you forget they're in a notebook. You forgot they're in your phone. You don't even know who that person is anymore. and you didn't have a system in place. Therefore, it's not working as effectively as it could. Yes or yes? Does this make sense? Helpful, yes. If it's helpful, put helpful in the chat. So a deflection follow-up would be touching base, and you'll say something along the lines of, obviously, I'm a believer of call people by their name, not hey girl, honey girl. I believe call them by their name. It could be superstar Tina, but I just think that it's important that you call people by name when you are talking to them. Helpful. Okay, great. This is helpful to you. Okay, great. So if I was talking to you, I'd be like, Tina. So I'd go to your page. I'm a lover of the page. So if you get over here, I'm going to say, never ask anybody for anything if you have not shown them love. I think that you wouldn't just walk up to me and ask me for something without saying, hey, how you doing, right? You wouldn't just walk up to me and say, hey, can you buy me something to eat? You'd be like, hey, I'm so sorry. Can I ask you something? How you doing? Is it possible? You do that. So I think the same thing applies online. And so what you want to do is go to the person's page. You want to go to the person's page, and you want to make sure you love on the page. That way you have something to reference, okay? It's easy to go to your page and I see you have a cute little new puppy, and I'm like, hey, Tina, I just went on your page. I saw you have a new puppy. You address whatever it is that you saw. If you didn't see anything, you saw something. Hopefully she posted, right? You are actually looking for people who post. That's another thing, especially if you're building an online business. They need to be somebody that's actively online, okay? It's going to be very hard to build a business if you're not actively online. Having a page and not posting is not actively online. You have a page. You're actually not posting. You're not generating new people to you. You're not, creating an online presence. So you do want people that want to learn how to do that, or they are doing that. Make sense? Yes. And so you can say, Tina, I like the post on your page about, your cute little new dog. And then you just tell her something. I just ranked up at a higher level in my business. I'm so excited. Congrats on your pup. That is a follow-up. I didn't say nothing about the product. I didn't say anything about my services. I didn't say anything about my opportunity. I didn't say anything. I was being a human, right? I still want to be a human. So you saw something on her page. You liked it. You said the dog was cute. You went in Messenger. The money is made in Messenger. The connections are made in Messenger. The relationships are built in Messenger. I get to say personally, because I know nobody else ain't did it, because I'm standing out, right? I'm trying to get her attention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave her a private message and say, hey, Tina girl, I was just on your page. I saw you just got a little new dog. Okay. And congratulations. I don't know, but I just ranked up. I'm so excited. I got a higher level in my business. I'm excited, and congrats. That's it. That's it. That's not an active follow-up, because you're not saying anything about your business, your product, or service. That is when you are just following up. It's a deflection. Okay. You're just touching base. That's a touch base follow-up. So that's why I said there are different phases of follow-up. There are different reasons you should follow up, but you should always be following up. Okay. What happens is now this person that receives that private message from you, they're like, oh, that was nice. What you bring her, you make her think of you again, because she forgot about you. So what you posted, you have a business on your page. She forgot. She didn't remember. She forgot your product. She forgot your services. But what you're doing is following up to keep bringing her right to your attention, or vice versa. You keep showing up like, oh, there she is again. Oh, there she is again. Eventually, she's going to do what? Follow up. Eventually, she's going to purchase, or she's going to start your services, or whatever you have. But that follow up is crucial. 80% of your money is in follow up. The average person quits after the first follow up and say, I text 5 people and nobody said anything. So text the next 5, text the next 5, text the next 5. Your problem is you don't want to do the work. Okay. So when you see people like, how did they become successful? They talk to a lot of people, a lot. You want to make a lot of money. You talk to a lot of people. You want to make some money. You talk to some people. You want to make a little bit of money. You talk to a little bit of people. Okay. So they're talking and following up with a lot of people. Okay. Understand what a lot is. A lot is not 5. That's a little bit. Okay. So if that's you right now, do that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying A lot is when it wears you out. You're like 50, 75, 100. That's a lot of people that you're speaking to, right? So you have a lot of people in the funnel to work with. So if one doesn't reply, it don't matter. Girl, I got 100 more people to talk to. If 2 people do not reply, it don't matter, girl. It's 2.94 billion people online. I'm not running out of people. It's fine. Like, it's so fine. You're not running out of people. Okay, so you have to build relationships. So another way, that was an example of how you would follow up, a passive way of following up without mentioning anything, a touching base of follow up. It could be any kind of accomplishment. It could be any kind of testimonial. It could be anything that's going on with you in your business or whatever you want to share. All of that is a deflection. So you're just staying in touch with the person. You're just keeping that person in the loop. And more importantly, you're building that relationship. You're building that trust, that you're just not the person who want the money, want the sale. You want a friendship, or you want a partnership, or you want a business relationship, right? You want that person to feel important. Yes or yes. You make people feel important. They're like, oh man, I love that about her. She always checks on me. She obviously loves on my page. I don't get why people don't do that. If I'm trying to pursue you, I am loving on the page. I am. Because I want you to see me. I want you to see, I see you. So I don't understand how you don't want to do that. It's almost like a guy, if he's pursuing a girl, he's going to call her. He's going to text her. He's going to do it because he's in pursuit. Yes or yes. So he's not just going to call her one time and say, man, she ain't called me back. Oh, if he really want to talk to her. Okay. He's going to do what? Call again. He's going to what? Text again. So if you really want to build your business, you're going to do it more than one time. That's what you're going to do. Okay. So make sure you call the person's name. You find something that you love on their page. Tina, I like the post on your page about, your daughter graduating, whatever. My son graduated last year. So excited for you. And then you can tell a story and then say, I don't know if you saw this on my page, but my new team member, Debbie, she made $1,000 in 2 days. I'm so excited. We're going to be celebrating her this weekend as well. That's it. That's a deflection. Now you did 2 things. You said to her, congratulations on your daughter graduating from school. My son graduated last night. We're also celebrating my newest team member, Deborah. She made $1,000 in 2 days. So we're pretty excited over here. Enjoy your daughter's graduation. That is a follow-up. That is a deflection follow-up. And that's also, what am I doing? I'm paying attention. I'm building a relationship. I'm showing that she's interesting to me. Not just I'm interested. Yeah, she's interesting to me. Not just to tell her all the accolades and all the things that I've done, right? I want to be interested. Yeah, not interesting. And so I want to be interested in what she's doing. Oh, I'm interested in your children. I'm interested in your dog. I'm interested in whatever it is you got going on, right? People love it when you're interested in them. Try that, okay? So that's a part of follow-up. So tonight at 8 p.m., I'm going to give you reasons to follow up, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 reasons you should be following up with people. I'll give you that. I'll try to make it a downloadable PDF so you can just download it tonight in the group. So I'll be able to put that in the group. So if you're not in the group, probably want to get in the group. Business tips, motivation, and inspiration. Also, the reason why you need to learn to follow up now, because you're taking the 3-day ride. How many of you are registered for the 3-day ride? Hashtag 3-day rides if you want to be a part of the rides. It is my signature business course. And in the 3-day ride, I teach you how to have unlimited leads. So if you have unlimited leads, you need to know how to follow up. So that's why we're going over the follow-up now, because if you're in the 3-day ride, you're going to have so many leads. You're going to have to know how to follow up. You're going to have your systems together. You're going to have your sequences together. And the apps that I gave you are free. So for those of you like, you're stressing about money, you really need to take the 3-day ride. For real. Because this will allow you to have the systems in place so you have the income that you need. Okay. So please make sure that you hashtag 3-day ride or go to the link in the bio and register for the 3-day ride. It starts June 14th, 15th, and 16th. And so I will be available for those people that are committed to their businesses. Here's what to expect in the 3-day ride, how to recruit like a top earner in 3 days. I am a professional top recruiter. I love recruiting people. I recruit people every single week. You want to say I sponsor people, I enroll new people, whatever language you want to use. So I enroll new people every single week in my business. So that's my baby more than anything, is sharing my opportunity, sharing my services, because that's what I love to do, to see people grow. I want to see you grow. So that's why I'm telling you about it. In the 3-day ride, so you're going to learn how to recruit like a top earner in 3 days, how to find your ideal prospects for your product, your service, your opportunity, how to attract people to you. Now, being able to do attraction marketing and curiosity marketing really has helped my business, especially has grown my Facebook account. I'm just like, what? So I have so many people to talk to, unlimited leads at this point, and I can show you how to do that. Also, just because you have the leads or have the followers, but if you don't know how to conversate and close the deal and convert those people, you just got a lot of followers. What's the point in having all these followers and friends if you're not making money from those followers and friends? And so I give you proven scripts of how to start conversations, as well as how to convert those people in the 3-day ride. And so the cool thing about it is I give examples of great content, like how to create content that people are asking you, well, what's your service? Well, what's your business? Well, what's your product? Wouldn't you love that if people are just beating down your door like, girl, what are you doing? I want to do it too. Okay, so I give you examples of great content, because most people don't know what's good content. And so if you don't have good content, no one's sharing it. No one's liking it, loving it. Like all of you loving the post, I love the hearts on Instagram. No one's doing that because it's not good content yet. So you're learning how to have great content that obviously convert those people. And ultimately, my goal is to help you grow your organization. The 3-day ride is 100% guaranteed. If you do what I'm asking you to do, there's no way you won't see results. I am like, there's no way you won't see results. Every single person, all of the clients that have taken the 3-day ride, I've only had great testimonials. And a lot of them take it 2 or 3 times because like it's so much information. They like missed it. Like I missed that part because it's just, no one's telling you all the little hacks and the tips and how to get in front of people and what you need to do before you go live and what you need to do before you post and how many words you need to leave in the comments. And all of those things are things that help you get in front of more people. But if you don't even know to do it, you can't do it, right? So it seems unfair. So you don't know what you don't know. That's why the greatest investment is in yourself. Once you have the knowledge, I could build any type of business right now. I feel like there's no business I can't build. Put it in front of me. Let's go. Because I know what to do at this point, and I'm always learning because things are always changing. There's so many changes on Instagram. I didn't even go into that. But anyway, there's so many changes on Instagram, which is good changes or whatever. Like, so if you're not over there, probably a good place to be. Probably a good place to be. So that's pretty cool. So the follow-up training is tonight. So make sure that you're in my private group, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. Yes, grab the 3-day ride, hashtag 3-day rides. If you want more info about the 3-day rides in detail, day 1, day 2, day 3, all you have to do is click the link in my bio or put 3-day ride in the comments. It is virtual. Yes, it's virtual seating. To answer your question, it is online. It's in my private group. For those that have registered, will be invited into the 3-day ride. So it is something that you have to register for. And it's for those people that are serious. They are tired of being sick and tired, and they want to know how they can get in front of more people to monetize their social media platforms. So yes. See, this is the thing. You learn to earn to return. So you learn to earn money, and then you return it by sharing it with other people. So that's what I do. I invested in courses and masterminds, and I do it every single month. I'm always learning something new. And so I learn it to earn more money, and then I return it by sharing it to you. So my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. Is this helpful to you? Yes or yes? Okay. So you want to make sure you're following up with success stories, testimonials. It is a deflection. And that's when you are following up with people who wasn't ready. They weren't ready. They didn't say no. They just weren't ready. And so that's important for you to know the different phases. And we'll talk about all of this tonight. But never let good enough be good enough. So if you feel like you're following up and it's not happening, okay, talk to more people so you can follow up with more people. Don't settle for average. You were made for greatness. I need you to concentrate in the season. We're already in May of 2022. Concentrate, play your game, and don't be afraid to win. Concentrate on your strength instead of your weaknesses. concentrate. I'm not concentrating on my weakness. My weakness is technology. I'm concentrating on my strength. My strength is motivation, inspiration, and business tips. And so that's what I need you to do. Okay. On your, when you're writing it down, say what I can do. Don't worry about what you can't do. It doesn't make any sense. So concentrate on your strength instead of your weakness, on your powers instead of your problems. Okay. Listen, you got this, girl. You got this. Aren't you excited about your future? Aren't you excited about the 3-day ride? Yes, yes. Aren't you excited about our free follow-up training tonight? Yes, yes, yes. If you're going to be in the training tonight, say, Jerusha, yes. You're going to be in the training tonight. This is the thing. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. You are called to do great things. This is your season. I'm excited for you. I'm ready for the people who want to ride with me. I'm only looking for the people who want to work with me at this season in my life. I'm like, okay, you're not ready. Next. Are you ready? Okay, great. You're ready. Okay, who's ready to ride? You're ready to ride? Let's go. Let's go. So really, you are in the right place at the right time. Okay. So what I want you to do every day, I need you to let God, okay, do his job and you do your job. God's not going to do what you can do. You know how to follow up. God's not going to do that. So all of you are saying, I'm just going to pray about it. I'm just going to think about him. Okay, God's not going to do what you can do. He's giving you the ability to build a business online or offline or whatever. You have it within you. Okay, every day I know. Do I need to close this? Okay, so every day, this is what I need you to do. Concentrate. I need you to focus. Okay. I just wake up every day and I know God is there to help me fight my battles every single day. I have battles just like you. And see, every time I let God steer my life, I reach my destination. God is in the driver's seat. And so I have to go down all these different streets in life. I have to go down frustrated street. Okay. I have to go down mad street. I have to go down disappointed streets. How many people agree? I have to go down, quitting street, right? There's always procrastination street, hurt street, you name it. I have to travel down each street because I'm picking up great people along the way who wants to change. They want to ride with me. I have to go where the people are to help them. They are depressed street. Okay, where you at? Let's go. Let's change that. I have to go save the ones that want to be saved. So I come live to do just that. So y'all ready to ride? So I am not a preacher, but I'm a teacher. So I follow God's GPS, God's protection system. God's protection system, GPS, God's protection system. So I let God guide me every single day. I put him, you driving, I'm just over here riding. And so I think that's what you should do in this season as well. Do what you can do because God will do the rest. And so if this is helpful, put helpful. If you're riding with me tonight at 8 p.m., I'll see your beautiful faces, 8 p.m. Eastern time in my business tips, motivation, and inspiration group. We will be in there talking about more follow-up because you're going to have unlimited leads after you take the 3-day ride. So I want you fully prepared. And so I don't want you to have unlimited leads and then you don't know what to do, right? That doesn't make sense. So make sure you're in the follow-up group tonight. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you're going to have to join me over on Facebook. I love y'all, but you're going to have to join me over here on Facebook because I'm going to be sharing my screen on Facebook and I can't share my screen on Instagram and TikTok. So please make sure you join my group over here. And if this was helpful, hashtag helpful, say, Jerusha, you saved my life today. If I saved your life today, yes. Freezing. If I saved your life today, say, yes, I saved your life. Hashtag 3-day rides, 3-day rides. And so I appreciate all of you. 100. Yes. If you want to learn more about the 100, put 100 in the chat. I got you covered. I got you covered. All right. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great day. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Yes, ma'am. Let's get this party started.